here is the post. It actually was spotted in Santa Monica, California. You can see here it is a Highland performance spotted, posted by, shout out to Pristine Floor 7545, and actually shout out to Nick Cruz for posting this on X, because that's where I actually spotted it first. But we can see some of the pictures as shown here, but shout out to Nick, they were able to zoom in and you can actually see the Model 3 performance seats, the Model 3 Highland seats, are actually much different than what we've seen on other vehicles. So you can see we've got this nice cushion at the top here. It is certainly a bucket seat of some sorts, and also white interior with this like black area or maybe gray area in the middle, which is very common with like sports seats at the end of the day. On top of that, it's also zoomed out right here, but you can see it says engineering vehicle plastered on the sides as well. But what can we piece from this? It kind of looks like what we've heard from rumors is that the Model 3 Performance Highland is going to have a different front bumper than other different Model 3s out there. And also we can see some red brakes that we also see in vehicles as well. And maybe these seem to be standard side rims. So maybe not the bigger rims, but of course we've seen bigger ones on other prototype vehicles as well. But really cool to see. Here's another view of that same Model 3 Performance Highland prototype that we've seen before, that we saw in the Santa Monica area as well. But you can kind of see there's much differences, maybe like a front splitter of sort, and maybe like the curve down at the left and right side of the bottom portions of the bumper. But still pretty crazy and cool to see, because we're probably on the cusp of this Model 3 Performance Highland that's actually going to be coming out. My best guess, it's going to be sometime in the summertime, maybe even like spring, maybe like the beginning of the next quarter, so maybe April or May. And certainly we're expecting to see all the different updates from all the current Model 3 Highlands, and this is probably the best rendering that we've seen so far from Cybertruck 420. We can see the lower splitters on the left and right side, and also the more aggressive bumper. And so I'm personally pretty excited to see this Model 3 Highland performance. Can't wait to see it when it actually comes out, because I want to see the specs on it. Is it going to be that much incrementally faster? I mean, there's already people comparing the new Model 3 Highland versus the Model S and calling it like a baby Model S, and there's probably going to be a lot of different upgrades on this Model 3 Highland performance. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.